offer biblical strategies for effective teaching. Thank you for tuning in today. I appreciate it. Thank you for the likes and shares and comments. I am loving it. So I just want to talk today about a posting that I saw on a social media platform. It asked if you were to be asked to be a keynote speaker at the last minute, impromptu, what would you speak about? What would you talk about? So, I'm a teacher and I'm a strategist, and this is what I do. So, what I would say is I would talk about strategies that we can implement, strategies that we can work on to be effective teaching, strategies to be effective teachers, strategies on how to grow your students, move your students from one level to the next, strategies on how to implement new programs, new curriculums. What do we do if I'm a new teacher? All that, I will get it in there. But mine basically was strategies on how to move your students up grade to their correct grade level. Well, how do you do that? What do you work on? So that is what I want to talk about today, especially since there are so many teachers leaving the profession. That is leaving space for new teachers, and there are so many new teachers. We have new teachers. Two new teachers came to our building this year for next year. Well, one is a sub. They were subbing this year, and then they're going to be brand new teachers next year. And I know they depend on seasoned teachers to help them, to guide them, to direct them. And so this is what we're here for. We're here to offer strategies, offer advice. And because I say I'm a strategist, what I want to emphasize is that to all new teachers, the curriculum that your school district uses, that is your best friend. Beyond any other teacher, beyond any administrator, beyond what you have in your mind, what you were taught in school, beyond all of that. If you get into that curriculum, that program, just says a reading program, math program, whatever. We use Envision for math. We use, I'm not sure, we're using something new next year for literacy, something for science, some kind of STEM, not STEM scope, something like that. Whatever it is, whatever the curriculum is, whatever the program is that they're using, you get into it. You practice it. You find out all the goodies that are in there. All the gems that are within that curriculum. Take the training. Ask teachers who have been using the program. It's crazy, not crazy, but it's this year's going to be something different. So everybody's going to have to collaborate and talk about what we know and what we're learning because we're having a new curriculum. So I want to give a scripture for that. Proverbs 15:22 says, "Without counsel, plans fail, but with many advisors, they succeed." Get together with teachers, especially this year, and I'm in the district I work in. I'm going to a new school, new principal, right? All new curriculums. Only thing is, I did pilot the math program, so I am considered an expert, in that math and vision math because I've been using it. I don't know everything because we didn't have all the components, but I understand how it works, and if you work with it, it works for the students and they can learn it. And then if it doesn't, you can stop and pause and figure out what to do. So we're going to have to collaborate on literacy, on whatever program. We're going to have to collaborate. And you're going to have to get in and study and dig for yourself and see what it has. And then most every curriculum has like a helpline. You could ask questions on it, type it in, they'll give you an answer, or you speak to somebody. They have people who come in and demonstrate for you. Get somebody to demonstrate. Do demo lessons. That is something that's awesome. We had that this school year with the reading program that we had for the past 3 years, and we had a person come in and she demonstrated lessons in 2 different grades, 2 different components of the literacy. So get in and do that. Don't be afraid and say, I don't know, I didn't have enough training. You may not get enough training ever, but you can train yourself and you can get answers that you need. You can always look into the teacher's manual, look into There's always online components to whatever program you use. So get into that. I have, let me see another. The purpose, Proverbs 20:5. The purpose of a man's heart is like deep water, but a man of understanding will draw it out. So you have people who understand what you're going through. You know, you have a plan, and you talk to somebody who has that open mind. You know, who has that mindset that is open. We're going to help you out. You know, they understand the ins and outs of teaching and being a new teacher. They can draw whatever you have, the desires you have for your students that you have inside, and you don't know how to implement those strategies, those ideas. They can help you draw it out, you know, offer strategies. Well, try this and see if this works. Try that and see if that works. If not, let's work together to see what's easy for you to start with. You know, because not everything that someone offers you is easy for you. If it may not work for you. You know, just say they give you something, they say try some songs with phonics. And you are a third grade teacher and you are not a singer and you don't feel comfortable singing. After a while, you're going to learn how to use everything you can use. But the thing is, that might not work for you. So then find another way. Find another way. Use some rhythm with learning phonics for students. You know, whatever it is. Use some rhythm with math. Use, you know, whatever. Play games with it. Whatever works for you. Somebody of understanding who's been teaching for a long time knows that not everything works for everyone. They can draw out what you have inside of you. Or even if you are a person of understanding, you get down and you try different things on your own and say, this is what, oh, that worked for me. Oh, no, that won't work for me. I can't do this and I can't do that. But if I work with somebody else, or even drawing out the plans that the curriculum people, the curriculum writers had in mind, if you have an understanding mind, you can draw out what it is they're trying to get you to teach and, you know, present to your students in a way that is effective for your students. So that is just something, just a little tidbit, a little nugget for you to say, what do I do first? I'm a new teacher. I don't know anybody in the school. I don't know who to go to. I don't even know like what is best practices, you know, to get the students to learn, to grow, to come into their grade level. You get students coming in wrong grade level. I went to something else. I changed this subject. It's all totally to a new teacher and what you do. You know, that totally has nothing to do with what I thought I would talk about. But because I'm thinking about new teachers coming in and needing strategies and needing plans, that's what it is. We have to dig in, collaborate, ask questions. But the most important thing that I can tell any new teacher is that curriculum, that program that the district says to use is your best friend. That is, you're going to be closer to that than you are to any other teacher, any principal, anybody you think you can go to for advice. That curriculum, that program, it says Envision Math. Envision's Math, the way it's laid out, that teacher's manual, is your best friend. It's your best friend. That's who you talk to. You talk to that thing before you talk to anybody. Let me see what this says to do. That's what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to do it. They said follow these steps. Then I put my little spice to it, my little personality in it. You know, we don't all teach the same. I use humor. I'm silly with it. I'm serious with it. I laugh. If I make a mistake, I get to laugh too. Like, I am that. So use that teacher's manual. Use that teacher's manual. That is, when I say that's your best friend, I don't care what anybody, you don't have to even ask questions. Once you get into it and follow what it says, you don't even have to say, what do you think? I have the answer to that. What about, I have the answer. It's right there in the teacher's manual. It's right there. Right there. So I admonish teachers, new teachers, old teachers, seasoned teachers, you know, salty teachers, whatever, whatever kind of teacher you are. Funny teachers, happy teachers, sad teachers, frustrated teachers. Come on now, we got it all. People who are inspiring teachers, who transformational teachers, that's what we want to be. I admonish you to make that teacher's manual your best friend. Thank you again and have a blessed day.